Welcome. I'm so excited. I'm always excited. What am I talking about? So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Aileen, and here we talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in and you're not already, I hope you consider subscribing. So today, it's Monday night. It's a few days away before I leave on vacation, and I'm like, I gotta film. I can't sleep. So I threw on a t-shirt, and here we are. So today we're gonna film. I'm gonna try to use everything I picked up from the Vieve line. And I did purchase this from Cult Beauty. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. But before we go, like we always say, comment, like, subscribe. Let's get to it. So I decided it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm not going anywhere. So why not? So we can use as many products as possible, do 2 different looks, try 2 different blushes, even though I bought 3. So I can't, I'll use 2, but I only have 2 cheeks. And then do 2 looks with the palette. So I'm sure you guys have seen the palette before. I was just excited. I know I did kind of scratch it, this shade down here. But here are the shades of the palette. This palette's beautiful, and I really wasn't going to pick this up. But when Jennifer from All Feisty keeps talking about how much she loves it, I'm like, why not? Why not? Then I picked up 3 blushes and a highlighter, which did come broken. I'll try to salvage her and use her as much as possible. I'm not sure I'll be able to. So we'll see. But I'll show you guys the shade. I will say I immediately emailed Cult Beauty. And I have this little clip in my hair because my hair keeps popping out of my ponytail. So disregard. But there you go. You see it's popping. So immediately I emailed them in regards to the highlighter, included a picture, and immediately they refunded. Like no questions asked. And I expected to hear back in a few days. It was like immediate. The service was impeccable. And I didn't expect them to say, okay, we'll mail you another highlighter when it's coming from the UK, and I know shipping, and it's okay. Shipping was okay. It got across the border quickly, but it sat in New York for a while. It went through Jersey quickly. It sat in Philly for a while. And then once it left Philly, it came within 2 days. So somewhere up there in the Northeast where All Feisty is, and she's always complaining about the mail. Yes, there's an issue up there for sure. So let's get to creating these looks. I picked up the blushes Pesca, Piazza, and Cherub, and I'll swatch these for you real quickly. Pesca is a peachy shade. As you can see here, I did swatch them already, and I was like, ooh, these are pretty. So here is Pesca, and that's like a peach shade. And these feel so nice. So nice. Here is Piazza. And it's like a nudie brown blush. That's so pretty. I really like it. So it's like more pigmented there. And then here I sheared it out. Very nice. Very soft, very silky. And then the more you touch it, it just feels like it hits a cream, but it's not. Like that's how silky it is. Last is Cherub, which is a pink shade. I covered all aspects of the blush shade range. And this one's a pink. And there it is. So pretty. I know you guys have probably seen this palette, but it's new to me, so I want to swatch it. Ooh, this is So Shy, which is a soft cream color. This is Carrot, which is a gold. So this is a soft shimmery gold, and it's not as pigmented. It is pigmented, not as pigmented as I was expecting it to be, It's nice though. I feel like the mattes swatch nicer so far. This is the shade Buff. This is the shade Thea. Yeah, so where this is more of a bronzy gold, this is more of a gold flakes, but they're so micro, like they're so tiny that I feel like flakes is the wrong word, but it's not chunky, but it has like a brown undertone. Lava Rock, it's like a brownish gray. Cool tone brown. This one is Glimmer. Oh, this Glimmer swatch is different. Feels different. Yes, like this is like a true shimmer shade, where these are like, let me see if you can see that. So this is where this is a true shimmer. This is more like a shadow with mixed with glitter, but the glitter's so fine. This is Chow. Oh, that's a pretty shade. This is Cozy. That's pretty too. Ooh. This is Delicious. These are all beautiful. Oh, and this is Good Night. Oh, wow, that's a very pigmented black, but that is the palette. It's just stunning. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. It did swatch beautifully. So let me get these swatches off my arm and we'll get into these looks. So for the first look, I'm going to go into the shade Buff. There is a lot of kick up on the pan, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad palette. So I'm going in with the shade Buff in the transition. So how is everyone doing? So by the time this video goes up, I'm on vacation. I'm somewhere in Key West living it up, like living. And I'm super excited. I've been in dire need of a vacation. I know you've heard me say, oh, I've gone to Miami, but if you're new to my channel, I am from Miami. My whole family is down there. That, to me, is not a vacation. Next, I'm going to go into So Shy and just buff this up here. We're going to Miami, leaving the kids, and then we will do the drive in the morning. So we're going to spend the night at my dad's, hang out, and then head to Key West in the morning. So I'm excited. So I'm just deepening this out. I will say these are blending beautifully. They really are. And I like when you don't have to like really fuss with shadows and you can just hold a conversation, which is sometimes nearly impossible when you're blending and concentrating and trying to put the whole situation together. But I am really, really liking the easeability of these shadows and how easy they are blending. Look at that. And it's beautiful. I want to go in with that same buff shade that I used on the that I used on the transition, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. And then I want to top it with probably Carrot or Thea. I think that'll be nice. And it'll differentiate the shades. So I'm going to go into the shade Carrot. And I'm tapping this in. I'm pretty sure, let me see. If you swipe, it does work. But because I do my base first, it's like I'm trying to prevent fallout. The other shades did not have any fallout. But since this one does have specks of glitter in it, I'm not one to like glitter all over my face. So here's the eyes so far. I'm going to attempt to put this Carrot shade on with my finger. Yes. It definitely gives more oomph. But I definitely do have fallout. That did whisk away very easily. And I do not feel I have glitter everywhere. I am not a big fan of glitter. So next I'm going to go into, just because of the mess it leaves behind, I'm going into Glimmer, which was like the shimmer shade. And I'm just going to put this in the inner corner and bring it onto the lid. I just wet that with some MAC Fix Plus for a little more oomph. So also, by the time this video goes up, we should be a few days into my 500 subscriber giveaway video. And that giveaway is open for a month. And the winner will be announced on May 1st. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly suggest you check it out. It's so amazing. I can't wait. I really cannot thank you all enough for just sticking with me, building this great community. Our lives are so much fun. You guys either Marco Polo me or you reach out to me, or you know you can, and I'll always be there. So here's the first look, just really quick, really simple. The little pop of glam. I'm gonna bring this buff shade and buff out the lower lash line. And then go into this shade that we use to darken out here, which is the shade Lava Rock. Darken that a bit. Bring it into the crease. And we're done. And I will use Glimmer as the brow highlight. That's nice. And then just to blend those two together, I'm not adding no additional product on my BK Beauty 201, which is the shade we used all over the lid and on the transition, but I just want to blend that highlighter, that brow highlight with that shade. That's nice. I like it. So on to the next eye. I really want to use Chow, which is like that brighter yellow. Look at that. Yes. And I want to put that on the transition. And then go in circles. I think I do want to build this out. I'm thinking Chow and Cozy, like a sunset eye look. Ooh. That would be nice. So the 500 subscriber giveaway will have 2 winners. I'll link it up above and down in the description box, but it will have 2 winners. And in the announcement video, I open and reveal the boxes of what is in each. And I also give a little surprise. So if you haven't already, check it out. You should check it out. Sorry, I'm just excited. Next, I'm going in with Cozy, and I'm going to bring this out here and flick it across the lash line a little. And then I'm gonna dip back in there and bring it into the crease. And then start to blend that lightly in circles into that yellow shade. I might want to build up that yellow a little more because I want the whole sunset vibe situation, the whole vibe. But I am really, really liking the shades, the shadows. One, how soft and easy they are to work with, but also like the swatches look so intense, but they're so easily blended out to be more subdued. It's just so pretty. It's not done yet, but what? Like we always say, where we going? She cute and she ain't even done yet. So I want to go into that Glimmer shade, which is the shimmer shade. And I want to put this all over the lid. Why not? Oh, she's pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like that. I'm gonna go back into Cozy. And try to blend them together. So I'm just switching between the brush I used for the peachy orange shade and the brush I used for the shimmer shade. And there's the second. Let me do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go with Cozy and just bring this on the lower lash line. And then with another pencil brush, I'm gonna go into the yellow shade, which is Chow, and smoke this out. Just blend it out, smoke it out. This is so pretty. So I'm gonna see if I can amp up the shimmer shade by wetting it. Yes, indeed you can. You can see that. Whoa. I'm gonna bring that in and use it as an inner highlight as well. I really like that. I'm going to tightline over here on this side. And just, you can see I did it on this outer portion. Very nice for tightlining. Very pigmented. Like you really don't have to swipe. Like you could just dab and it just places all the pigment perfectly. And then when I brought it out here, I just flicked a little bit, but not really trying to do a wing. That looks nice. And I do have my complexion and brows already done, and I will have everything down in the description box. And on this side, I want to see how well it works with a liner. So I'm going to use the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Eye Kohl Duo Pencil. So one side is like a rose goldy bronze shade, and the other side is like a dark brown. I was starting to do it there, but so I think I'm going to use the dark brown side. I want to see how well the shadows perform with the liner. I want to make sure they don't move. Yes. So with the brush that I used on the lid, I'm just going to fix my oopsie. That covered that nicely. And this is my first time using this pencil. This is a really nice pencil. It glides. It distributes the perfect amount of pigment. It doesn't give you like that ugly space. Like that ugly liner clumping when you're doing like pushing it against your bottom lashes. Really beautiful. I really like both. A little bit of color with a warm palette, a little bit of warm with a little glam. I like them both. I think this one may be my favorite because it reminds me of the sunset. I like it. I will say I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the palette. It really does perform very well. Highly recommend. Oh, well, I was hearing something. And couldn't figure out what it was. That's what it is. My So Shy shade is loose in the pan. Well, that is discouraging. I really do like, you hear her? I'm surprised this didn't come broken. I really do like the outer packaging. It's very sleek. It's like a faux leather. These are made in Italy. It's vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free. I'm really enjoying it. It does look like maybe it got banged up there. And that's the exact corner that the shadow is loose in. Not sure. But I can fix it with a hot glue gun, but you shouldn't spend that amount of money and have to fix a palette. That's just my opinion. So let's move on to blush. Oh, I think I'm going to use the peach and the nudie shade. So we already have like this peach ensemble going here. And this is the Sigma large angled contour brush. I use it for blush. And I do have, oh, that's nice. I do have bronzer on, but I went very light for the sake of trying on blush. I didn't want to hinder the shade. I went very light on the cheek area. You know, I did my normal up here. It does have like kick up, but it's fine on the face. It blends beautifully. It is very pigmented. I didn't tap off that time. I like to bring my blush. You see how my hair is not long enough to stay in a ponytail? I like to bring my blush up through the temples. It just ties it all together. I like that shade. We'll put on mascara in a second. So that is the shade Pesca. So with a new clean brush, this is like a Tarte dual-ended brush. I'm going to go into the shade Piazza, which is the nudie brown shade. Ooh, it's pigmented too. Let's dab some of her off. Okay, yes, very pigmented. Look at that. Ooh. That is really pigmented. I'm gonna have to try to fix this because that's, whoa. So this is my La Mer powder brush. It doesn't have anything on it at the moment. Okay. Okay, that diffused out nicely. That was very, very pigmented. Just like the Tom Ford blushes. If you're not familiar with the Tom Ford blushes, like, because of the Tom Ford blushes, I'm considering the Wayne Goss artist brushes, like the set of 3. But there's the blush. It's so pretty. So pretty. Let me put on mascara and we'll be right back and finish the lips because I do have lip products as well. Okay, so mascara is on, and I also added a little green metallic liner right down here. I was like, oh, let's give it a little pop, and I really like it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury, like the dual magic liners with the metallic side and the matte side, and this is in the green. So pretty. So pretty. So let's take a look at the liner and lipstick. So the liner is in the shade Velvet Sands. Yes, in the shade Velvet Sands. And it's my nudie pink that I just love. It looks like a nudie pink. It's a nudie pink, depending who you ask. So let's give it a try. Oh, that's nice. You can definitely line your lips quickly with this. And there it is. And the lipstick is in the shade 9 Teas. 9 Teas, T-E-A-S-E. I love this packaging of the lipsticks. It reminds me of the Tom Fords. It is magnetic. It has the gold trimming, the faux leather packaging. Very pretty. It's engraved with the word Vieve. And here is the shade. So let's put her on. It's not creamy. Like, it's kind of difficult. It's a little difficult to rub your lips together. I'm definitely not a fan. One, of the color, like the way it looks. Two, do you see this here? Like, first it shows every nook and cranny little line of your lips. Like, why do my lips look so old? It reminds me of that Dior lipstick. And the more you pile it on, the worse it looks. I don't like this lipstick at all. No. The liner's really nice. The packaging's cute, but she's not my jam. Let me remove this. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. So I'm going to line my lips and try to fill them in with this, with the liner. And I love a matte lip. See, this is not doing what that lipstick did. So let's top it with a clear gloss. And this is the clear gloss from the Lip Bar. Okay, so lastly, I left her for last so she wouldn't get all over the place and then I'm all flustered because I don't like mess. But this is the highlighter in the shade Beige, B-I-J-O-U. And I'm gonna try to do my best to show you the shade. And this is the shade here. I will swatch it for you. This is extremely creamy. It's a powder, but it feels so creamy. So I'm going to pick some up and apply it. Look at that. That is really nice. And it looks like you can really build it up. I always like to highlight above my brows. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Let's just go in. Why not? this definitely melts into the skin. But let me blend that with the blush and see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's super, super pretty. Wow, I don't even like blingy highlighters, and I'm really liking this. Let me amp it up on this side, and then we will blend it with the brush we used with the blush. That's really pretty too. Yes. So let's recap. I really like the blushes. I really like the formula. It's like so silky. They feel creamy, and the shadows as well. I'm disappointed with the packaging. And I don't want to keep doing that because I could just freaking break the shadow. So I'm disappointed with the quality of the packaging internally. So that loose shadow, the lipstick is horrific. Like the liner with a little bit of gloss is so much better, but this was not good. This has a 12-month shelf life, more like 1 day because she's got to go. The palette has a 12-month shelf life. The liner has a 24-month shelf life. And the blushes have a 12-month shelf life. And the highlighter also has a 12-month shelf life. I really like this highlighter. I hope I can fix this. If you know how to fix this, because remember, I know it's the alcohol and then you can press, but since it's so like finely milled and so creamy, I wonder if I could just press and not have to add alcohol, you know? But I really do recommend the products. They worked really well with the liner. The shadows worked well to tight line. I really like them. And these are both looks I would rock because, you know, neutrals, warms, these are my go-to shades. I'm disappointed with the lipstick. Hey, it happens. You know, sometimes you get a doozy. It was bound to happen. So I really do think it's as bad as that Dior one. Like, it just made my lips look really old. It was very dry. Like, there was no creaminess to it when I rubbed my lips together. But besides that, besides the packaging of the palette, I really, really love the palette. And like I said, yes, I can fix it, but I shouldn't have to fix it, you know, because you paid for it. It's brand new. But that is it. Which side do you like best? Do you like the sunset or do you like the evening? Where are we going? Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.